and teachers lovable all contribute to this desperate situation. Many or most of the people groups of Syria are among these refugees, including the Arab groups, Kurdish group, the Bedouins, and many more. So, so that refugees sa Syria nag-migrate sila sa Turkey. Syria and Turkey are neighbors na sila nga naman sa mga. Una nga Turkey ang pinakatako na refugee. So let's look at Turkey as a country. Turkey has 64 people groups, 64 ethnic groups, and 44 of them are unreached. 44 of them are unreached, meaning that group does not have the capability and does not have an access sa gospel. Ano sa mga unreached sa gospel. Of 76 million total population, 75 million are unreached. Most of them are Muslims. There are 0.3 professing Christians and 0 evangelical Christians. The largest religion is Islam, about 96% of the population. The official language is Turkish, and it is part of a network window. So these are the news. Last September 9, Wednesday. The source of this is Joshua Project and Mission 8, Turkey. Missionaries serving among weary refugees. In Turkey, as refugees from Iraq and Syria poured into Turkey, ministries in this country shift their focus to the needy ones in front of them. Their deep prayers lead them to God's heart for those who have lost families, homes, and even their native land. The Lord's word says, I will not leave you nor forsake you. He leads his servants to bless and to care for those all around them by his prayers. The needs overwhelm yet open the doors of desperate hearts. Native missionaries serve tirelessly amid staggering refugee need, at the same time provide incredible spiritual opportunities. They passionately advocate for the needs of those they serve, while they and their families struggle to survive. So let's pray for small churches and Christian groups sa Turkey because bigado na sila tapos deserve pa sila sa refugees. So there another reports thousands of Christian Muslims, the refugees coming to Christ, and comment siya sa naka-reporter. While our media knows nothing other than delivering videos and clips of callousness and bloodshed, Christ is working. And next report is Turkish Christian is Syrian refugees. Syrian refugees are in the fight for the lives of Turkey. The needs are great. And while the evangelical church in Turkey is very small, they have done marvelous things for the refugees. They are welcome in the local authorities. They respect the churches and they welcome us very well. It is strange, but certainly for the refugees. Christians are meeting the refugees with the despair, providing hope found in Christ alone. We can help too by praying for them. Giving solution. The refugees want to know about Jesus. In the midst of tragedy, God is working. They hear the Bible, so this is good opportunity for the gospel. I'm sure they will come to Christ. There are thousands of people among them who seek Christ, saving the life. So prayer request for them. Pray that the Lord will somehow work terrible situation in Syria and Iraq for His glory. That all people of the Middle East will turn to Jesus as their Savior and deliver His people. We will have compassion on the poor and the weak, and the lives of the needy. So let's pray for the ministries sa Turkey. Let's pray also for the refugees. That the Lord, the kingdom of the Lord will come. Thank you.
Morning we give out sa itong mga frequencies. Uh, there's a little explanation ng mga nagsasabi sa naghahatag. Because last year, ang ating anniversary was on October, in October. And then our this year's conference, this month was in mid-February. But this year, we changed sa ating anniversary sa February. So na quantum na ang year month na sa kabiyaan wala. So we decided na ang this year should be October. Eh wala na sa anniversary. That's why now we are starting a better program for insurance. This is my exercise na iba. If you remember, before we had display, then we have a lot of presentation. But last March, wala na. Because, ano kita sa, so if you have built up your vision, we somebody please gather because we want to count that and then announce it tonight. We are having like what the goal with the station according sa 250,000. So please, kung naka-fill up na mo, you give it during the day, tingnan natin and then we count in that tonight. And then we'll see how much ang maabot natin today, the next week. Okay, until the end of October. I am helping about this. Okay, wala, we have been doing this sa mga old churches before ba? Nga may goal and then mag-abot ang goal. So wala ka na natin mabuhat din sa Mandaue. That's why I'm helping. Okay, so that we'll know how to do about this. So please now, kung if you have been giving sa faith promise, you review it now. No? Review it again. And then maybe as you share sa ating mga challenges, pati ito pa magdugang mo yung mga faith promise. Hindi nga, ang una maulaan to, okay, so wala yan, kasi sa ako ng lecture. Please just passing mga kay YouTube. Last week, we started with authority. Kasi ganitong 4 ka, which is based around authority na to. 2 weeks ago. Last week ito. Kasi ganitong structure sa authority 4. I hope you brought your copy. Kaya wala na ko lang hatag sa kita. Sa itong 4 structures. Family, government, church, business. Okay. So, individual, kita maayos sa family, our authority sa family, father, no? Father, mother. Okay. That's your thing. I'm glad yung nagdala dito mo sa sabi ko. Wala na ko nagpapapapapin sa kanan. Then we took up, we said about mga decisions, no? Important the purposes of authority. And then, we mentioned also katong abnormal social development. Itong young people or teenager, no? Or maybe adult man, ang mga visible symptoms, I mentioned to you about wounded spirit, how a child now wound a spirit, no? And then we mentioned katong favoritism, review ko lang. Favoritism, and wala akong i-fulfill yung promise, kasi sa father, na i-fulfill some calling names, and then isipin na hindi pa ako makapagpapagpapagpapag. Okay. So, mawala ang mga comparing sa mga bata pag-ipagpapag sa another one. And then, ang wala natin makuha, which I want to take up is actually my experience with sunset. So, kita, ito ang visible symptoms na naagit in heart, may inside pag-urinate, my inner country. Ipagpas ko na, no? Anong start communication with God, ha? Wala ito dito kalay. And then, ungrateful na, no? Gamay na ang kwarta mo, pili na kasi siya, hindi siya grateful. Stubborn na siya, may ulo na, and then open na ang rebellion niya. Number 5, joining sa mga wrong friends, hindi maunang mga friends. And then, ang sensuality, depende ka, no? Mga wrong yan yung napupuhat, depende Kami focus sa mga ipukit, ikuha niya rin ito, o pastor man, anak sa pastor, mga ganili, mga nandun yung silbado. Now, we go to the parents' response. If you have your copy, it's good gift, and then I will end at 7:16, no? Monitor niya ako nila. Parents' responses. Itong visible symptoms sa wounded spirit, itong communication breakdown, wala na yung istorya sa balay ba? Pag-abot, before, pag-abot siya, pupo din ng mama mo. No? Pupo din. So, dito yung siya. Communication breakdown. Ang response ng parents, that's there, overlook symptoms as temporary. Wala na ba? Na. Okay. So, here's a spiritual function to parents. It's important. So, although nga para i-most clinical to the parents, pero it's good also to understand sa mga bata. Our parents are not perfect. Our parents, most of us, kanang wala pa pala ikaw na experience about that before. Di ba? No, mga parents, no? When your children are in your age, first time na kasi ikaw na experience na, then mag-abot mo sa teenager, ikaw mo nga makita ang iyong mistake, kumana. Okay. So, it's usual for future parents on teaching practices. Mauning pwede ang i-promise mo and then we will pantayan mo kailangan yung nakapagpapaulit. Usually na ang promise na nakapagpapaulit o ihatagod mo ulit and then pagkahaman sila, wala lang ka. Okay. On teaching practices, see the spirit is ordered to change that sa nabibig. So, hindi ko na mag-change. Kung nag-promise ka, do it. Kung hindi ka kaya, do ka, buwan sila, spend that promise. Hindi na lang mag-promise. Hindi na joke with promise. So, hindi mo want ang children, children. Kung nag-brain na, mag-stick ka mo, mag-brain na. Hindi ko fulfill. So, it's better na kung hindi mo lang mag-fulfill ang promise. Don't promise. Okay. Secret nga makaya kung hindi promise mo. Don't promise ang one. Mahal ano. Okay. Now, pag-abot sa Saint Philip na ungrateful na siya, sila ka na to, no? Kasi, nag-aabot siya ng gift na birthday niya. Kung ano siya po, ipon ka niya, mas nakukulit siya. Kasi siya, mauna no? Actually, birthday siya, ako nito, wala ito birthday. May birthday pa siya, di ba? Okay, ungrateful. So, what's the name? The parent response, those who have copies, please, there you go. Compare these benefits with their past hardships. Compare ang benefits. Mayo ka dali karon kay pauna na imo ka sa kami high school ko pinakaw na mo para sa kwan. Ang ako pagiging galon 50 centavos. Tapos ikaw gali karon niya tapos mareklamo ka pa. Di ba? Mo ginagalit ka. Dili kumpara na nga kami mo ni pagmata mo matrabaho pa kami mao kami mami ka ikaw yung pagmata mo na makakaw ka na wala. Ano na. Ang bata na yung teenager, wala lang yung compare. Okay, comparing. Next, so after that, hindi na siya grateful. Nag-stubborn na siya. No? Subuon, wala na nag-obey. Okay, number 3. Wala na siya ka-obey kung magsubo. Subuon. Kung saan naman ang response sa pilis ng parents, coax in to obey. Alam kung hindi sa mga obey, ang sige pag-pili, tapos dala akit, dala review ng mga mistake, dala ko ng una to, alam, review ng mistake, review, gano'n na kay awak. So, ano sa walang ko, buka ka, vlog ka, balik-balik. Kaya naman, balik-balik. Number 4, so, wala na siya nag-obey and then over rebellion aside na din ito obey ka answer sa that yung talk niya sa yung 4. So, unsa naman po sa iyang mga parents? Increase demands and tighter regulation. Okay. Ang imong balon, yung 50 pa 50 imo nga balon nga 500 sa lima one week ibuhat mong wala na 300. Tapos dapat mauli kini pagkuan. Latay sa ako na ha. Okay. Ginaya pag pala na parang dili man ang pilit na sila ay ano pilit balik ka na. Dili mo na. Wala ka pa kasi mo kasi ang saman mo lang. Ang saman mo lang. Mao man ako. Okay. The increased demand to be tighter regulation. After that, wrong friends. Pagka wrong friends, basta mga nagpas ng parents, begin the Family Bureau of Investigation, FBI. FBI. Okay. Asa ka na ganito? Asa ka naman dito? Di sa kawan mo? Oo. Ay, ginagawa ko na, hindi man na ako parents ka to. Tingnan, di sa kawan mo. Hindi man mo na. Kita kawan mo. Asa ka gikan? Ora na, di ba mo na? FBI. Number six. Number six, defense of sensuality. Katong iya nga mga kinabuhat niya mo, ikipendihan ng iya ba? Okay. So, unsa naman ang response ng parents? Compare present morality with their past. So, ang sabi niya, no? Compare. From morality naman, ay, kami sa before, kaupigi kami sa among parents. Kamo pa, kami yan, sunod sa among mama. Sunod di tayo, no? Morality na tayo, no? Mauli, pag-assistant sa school, kaupigi kami. Tapos para, compare naman sa akin mga this, that mostly sa mga parents ng mga 50 above siguro or 40 or 50 above. So nang wala pa pala tayo sa mga TV, nga lang po. Mamagin na, dito, pag-survey yung parents na makaubay na gaya ng mga bata. Pero hindi mo TV na, tapos na nakalo ka lang sa TV, video, talaga, sa mga bata. So, iba ni Pedro. So, i-answer mo din sa bata, people nag-sila sa Pedro. So, iba na naman ang panahon. Okay. Number seven, condemnation of others. Remember ko, yan na, itong mga hypocrite o mga iba mga Christian, iba mga naging hypocrite. Ito naman ang response to parents, justify their actions and attitudes. Ang i-accept na namin, siyempre ka maunang-una kay Frank ako dyan, siyempre ka maunang kinaano ko sa magiging magkulit sa mga siyempre kay maunang ako rin ba, maunang igual sa wala akong parents. Pinag-justify ang abo na ang pamilya. Na, there's excitement or suicidal depression. Muna lang ang mga sabi. So, ang parents, sa nangyari pa, shock, desperate, grief, frustration. So, mga sinabi, pastor, or yun lang yung kasama, no? So, now, before I continue, the script like mentioned, ang ating parents, hindi naman really perfect. Wala naman sa perfect. And then, most, kami, no, kami nga parents, as I said, wala kami bigay balong, wala kami pala nakapass before, picture na lang, picture na understand na, yan na. So, siguro, some of you may mga first, may mga subject mo about sa inyong mga parents, siguro may mga wrong decisions before, or may promise yung gula yung buhat, or siguro ang inyong parents, maybe kasi bumilitis ka, no? Tapos sa mga mistakes na yung buhat. But we know that the Lord is giving us very authority. To guide us, protect us, so, just briefly, no? I want each one to say a prayer of thanks to mga parents. Okay? Kung gawin ko yung kasalamatan, tell the Lord, please, kung kasalamat ako kayo. Okay? Just 1 minute. Okay? Just all bow our heads. Thank the Lord for us. libro din na isang paper. Ito yung isa, daghan tayo nga kayo, karoon ko na naman ito ka. I-share na please. We have 5 minutes left. Kung ako yung okay. Human authority in the hands of the skillful God. Ang atong authority, especially sa ating mga parents, kita sa they are in the hands of a skillful God. Ha? Let's remember that. Skillful ang ating Ginoo. So, duha na siya ka-sheets. Duha ka-sheets ang ako nila skillful ating Ginoo. And I mentioned to you last week, at least na clear pag I mentioned to you last week na we are diamonds in the rough. We need na i-tigiban para makuha ang mga rough edges para mag-shine ulit na, no? I mentioned to you that a diamond, hindi kuhaan na sa mga rough edges, mas valuable siya kaysa ang kauban na sa kauban sa mauna that picture. Now, I want each one of us, kung naka mo, let's read sa kanang may circle. Each of us, where we go, each of us has a multitude of character deficiencies that need to be perfected. Okay. Kasi sa atin diyang wala din mistake. Kung sa talaga dito siya, many multitude of character deficiencies. Yung character sa character. Wala na po din na mga long na pa o mga ano mas gabi ito character, no? Kung may mga deficiencies kita na sa character. Maunang atin heritage, no? Heritage. Sometimes sa atin physical na differences, murag nagguba man sa ating character, hindi nagpwede ko lang yung mga joggers na nagtanaw lang sa mirror, no? Tanaw yan ang self, hindi ka nag-graceful. So na-infected yan ang character. So na, kung may mga physical na differences, and then, hindi ka mong kasalamatan, hindi mo, hindi ka maradang sa affect sa atong character, no? Okay, then, Facebook ka, may kaway ka, and then, picture sa parents mo, let's read. God uses, let it go. God uses those in authority to do this. Foolishness is found in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive his far from his established. Okay, so consider the picture, God, and then, ang human authority na hold sa hammer, and then another one, the hold sa people, and then para makuha ang oras. Okay. Or the men's retreat and God assures and then the birth of the dead. 10, ready, go. God yes, get it in again, go. Okay. The first is the same way as the guys on the entering river, using pressure of the current and time. Okay. So the reason the Lord uses the ating authority sa purang sakit ba, in order to but people can think of this is from the heart of God, no? Okay, Proverbs 21, one hand, go. Okay. Now, let's go to God's persistent and character development. Persistent ka na Ginoo, okay nga naman. Gusto niya nga mag-control kita, mag-develop kita sa ating character. Wala siya ginaabilaan, wala na sikuan. Kaya na sikuan mo. Sige ka kung hindi ka pag-regular sa kali, dugang sakit-sakito na in order for us to develop sa ating character. Ladies, this week, God is given. Together, please ha, hapon ko na po, ready, go. kita mag-under sa community sa parents, sa iyang achievement sa parents. So, magamit the law can still use another tool. Kung adto ka, magaw ka, ibubos, so bravo kita sa iyong parents, no? Gusto ka naman i-check, gusto ka i-check ka nun. Ikay ka, kay kitin mo sila sa ibubos, so, as per sa ticket, masubra mag-it. It's because the Lord wants to claim this kind of narrative. Hindi na lang dahil sa sila. Next, three consequences of rejecting authority. Next, we have what is it? Okay. Three consequences, and ko na lang din. Kung nag-reject dito sa atin. If you continue to reject the exclusive authority, God wants and there will be infallible damage to the potential of our life. Number one, children lose authority. It's always still sa life nila, living somewhere, no? Sa control. And then I would say, it's physical life, living control. Okay? So, lalong ma-end, and way to use that or use that.
For scripture reading, let's open our Bibles to Matthew 28, chapter Matthew chapter 20, verses 19 to 20. Let us start the verses, so let's read this together. Matthew chapter 28, verses 19 to 20. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to obey all those things I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end. Loving Father, thank you for beautiful things that you are beginning to unfold to us this month of October. And now, as we continue your study, we hope for some things connection to the work of the Lord. Us to challenge that and make a message that will be consistent. Please, tonight, we continue with our message this morning. We talked about the fact that we have to reach the world for the Lord Jesus Christ. The world is, or the earth, the world is the Lord and everything. But we know as a whole, the world is sinful, and because of that, when the world became sinful, it turns over, it allows sin to the world. So Satan is now working mightily in the world to deceive men and to draw them away from that path to understand. The world is our playing field or our workplace. It's not the place where we are working. We are not working in another planet, but on the world. So there is another way. The field is the world, and we have to do the work of the Lord here right now. And it's very difficult because of the powerful description that the Lord is saying. Our work is to let the world hear the gospel of the Lord. It's a difficult thing that we can do. Now, how can the world hear? Except for you and me who have experience in forgiveness and have experience in the life
finally, this morning we talked about the one who conquers it all, the Lord Jesus Christ, is the one who gives us the power to conquer and to have victory against the world of darkness. And indeed, the word of darkness is very, very sharp. We don't need to overcome it as we live our lives in the Lord. Now, to continue the thoughts of the message tonight, we will talk about the hand of God in the empires of the world. And this is how important these things are for us. Now, particularly what we have discussed this morning, right now, I want us to talk about the empires that we have allowed to rule the world. So the first one is the Assyrian Empire from 900 to 600 BC. And the Assyrian Empire has come from the Semitic race, the Semitic race of course from the tribe of Shem. And so half Shem and Japheth are the children of Noah, and the children of Noah are Shem is the family of religious people. And in fact, the tribe, this is the tribe where the family was tribe, where the Jews have come from. And also, it's strange, but it seems the Filipino people also are mostly from the Semitic race. That's why they're really religious. That's why we are very interested in many things that are connected to the Bible and what the Lord is doing. So, the Assyrian Empire dominated the world from 900 to 600 BC, together with Babylon. At that time, they were one with Babylon. So, of course, later Babylon was kingdom. So, Israel, at the end of the 10 tribes of Israel, remember, they divided into the north and south. So, ang north, ang unahang 10 tribes of Israel. The last two kings, Pekah and Pekahiah. Second king of the three, both of them, they were the last one. And 740 BC. And the 10 tribes of Israel were taken away by the Assyrians to their country called Assyria, which today is called Iraq. So that happened 900 BC. The second empire of the world was the Neo-Babylonian Empire from 600 to 500 BC. Remember in Genesis chapter 10, it's a mention there of Shinar. Important city was Babylonian. So the Babylonians were somewhat connected with the Assyrians, but actually the Babylonians were different people. And the famous Babylonian who read in the Bible is Nebuchadnezzar, the book of Daniel, and he reigned 605 to 652 BC, and 562 BC, and the last 10 years of his reign was very brilliant reign. I mean, that's brilliant for this. It was also the time when he destroyed Jerusalem. And during the time of Zedekiah, 586 BC. So this is already the tribe left Israel. And 10 tribes were not. It was Judah and Benjamin were left in 586 BC. So Nebuchadnezzar attacked or captured. And we know the story about the book of Daniel. The things that happened to Daniel, they were taken to Babylon. And they were given the assistants or administrators to help Nebuchadnezzar in ruler Babylon. We also read in the book of Daniel, Nebuchadnezzar became very proud. So God allowed that he will suffer a disease. He felt and he lived like an animal. We all know from history that there is a garden, a kind of garden built that is high above the palace. The beautiful garden called the history, the hanging gardens of London. So during the time of so scholars said most probably when Nebuchadnezzar lost his mind as part of his punishment according to the book of Daniel, he lived there in uh, the gardens above the palace, the kingdom. And he like an animal after several years. And this one was restored to his palace and to his throne, and then he praised God according to the book of Daniel and worshiped him. That's why some commentators said, "That's okay." So Nebuchadnezzar was a slave man. What do you think? He wrote up a name there. What Nebuchadnezzar said there, what did he do? That maybe he became a converted believer of Yahweh, Jehovah. We don't know. But anyway, it happens that the Nebuchadnezzar will be there because of the story told in the book. So now, after Nebuchadnezzar, there was his son, Amel or Marduk. Then after that, there was King Nabonidus. His son Belshazzar was reigning in Babylon, while Nabonidus was having battles outside of Babylon to fight other kingdoms to defeat them and make them part of the Babylonian Empire. Now his son Belshazzar, remember, was in the palace in Babylon. Then they were having a battle. We saw, a vision of the handwriting on the wall that said, tonight, many people something. So tonight there is next word, and pass the test, and tonight your kingdom will be taken away. And that happened so in the book. So that is the Neo-Babylonian kingdom, 600 to 500 BC. We don't know if, as I said, Nebuchadnezzar was, but the story is written there in our Bible. The book of Daniel. Now, the third kingdom is the Persian kingdom, 500 to 400 BC. And one very beautiful story that is in the Bible in connection with Persia was the story of Queen Esther. She was a beautiful girl, and so happened that the king of Syria was angry with his queen, and he drove her away from the palace. But then after he was driven away, he was so lonely for his queen. And the nobleman said that he will be happy again. We'll look for the most beautiful woman in the kingdom and to be the queen of the kingdom. And to make the long story short, he was chosen to be queen. Of course, Queen Esther was a younger, very beautiful Jewish girl. Maybe may amigo siya, may uyab siya. So, goodbye na yung uyab because kuha siya may hatag ng wife of the king. Wow, grabe, no? Terrible time sa ato niya, malayas na babae. Gusto siya, pobre lang natin. Love na love yan, di ba? So, gusto niya niya. So, of course, it is not the mga history, but mga parents na to, mataglag na nila pamanon, pero nila, parents, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, appear sila, and then tatlo na lang sila, balay kay makadata. So it happened to many people. Or you, I do the story of the person visit Anak, and many years ago when they were married, it happened to a brother, but they were married a wife, and so Anak, a very young girl, she was told to the wedding and to get married to Silon. So kami actually, Pastor Anak, so Silon Anak video, no? Pastor, at niya ang video niya ay wala dito sa resort. Female because of that. So it does not happen today. But anyway, that is one of the part of the Persian kingdom. 500 to 400. There was not much story about that, but the story about the Persian kingdom is very, very important. It is connected to the Jews, to Israel, as the word is true. In fact, they have a feast every year where they celebrate the victory of Queen Esther in Persia. So Cherubim belongs to Queen Esther. Now another kingdom next to that was the Greek kingdom, 400 to 300 BC. And the most important person was Alexander the Great, who was the son of Philip of Macedon. Philip of Macedon was the founder of the Greek Empire, but his son Alexander the Great became the greatest leader. So he only led for a few, and he died suddenly because of a disease. But anyway, he started the Greek empire, which is very famous today. And so, what was left in the world was the Greek language. That's one of the. Our New Testament is written in Greek language of Alexander the Great. That is how important Alexander the Great was in the Bible. And today, many words Greek, and today, when you study the Bible book, you learn Greek, and then you can study deeper. Now, of course, the last kingdom of those empires is the Roman Empire. 100 BC up to 300 AD. And during this time, it's very important. 6 to 5 BC, during the Roman Empire, was the birth of the Lord Jesus. The birth of the Lord Jesus Christ did not happen in the middle of the BC and the AD. Because scholars now realize the birth of Jesus Christ happened in 6 or 5 years. That's why he did not die at 32 AD. He died at 38 according to the present statement of the story. Well, another very famous man in the Roman Empire was, of course, King Constantine. Somewhere in 300 AD, he conquered the Roman Empire and became the emperor. And then, according to the story, he saw a vision of the cross, and something like this told him the words, "By this time you will conquer." So he used the cross to as his plan in its war against countries and armies around and people to lead. So he said, "I'm clear that the Roman Empire now will become Christian." You know, tanan tao Christian without baptism, without accepting Jesus Christ, tanan Christian. Kung mao na karon, di na ta problema, no? Because today, dapat fix na mag-Christian. Dapat the person has to accept the Lord Christian, mag-baptize, mag-member the church, para mag-Christian. So during the time of Constantine, tingin niya, okay, Christian na natubong, tanan. So, ito naman ko. Wala naman ko, dapat tanan, Christian. Christian. Ha? Diba? Anyway, it's a very, very good story. And
all the world. No Christianity always stands for the Lord in a country that rules the world. So Assyria, Babylon, Persia, and then Greece, and then Rome. God sent people to go to the capitals of these empires so that they will preach to important people and they will become popular and they will gain many souls. So, of course, in history, like I told you, Christians always became a very, very small minority in all the different kingdoms that arose in the world. But they continued to keep the fire of the gospel burning in a dark world. And so sometimes secretly, but they continued to burn. And so they were always avenues to spreading the gospel all of the world, even today in our time. For the second point here, please, the story in our time, the age of colonialism. So remember, the British Empire once ruled the world, and then together with the British, the Holland Empire, and then there was a time my French Empire. There was a time also Portuguese and Spanish Empire. In fact, we are results of the reign of the Spanish Empire because Magellan, though he was Portuguese, he was sent in the name of the King of Spain. And he Christianized the Philippines, discovered the Philippines. Actually, he didn't really discover the Philippines. The Philippines was already there. Diba? Dahil nga ang alam, hindi nga rin, kung mura niya din name of Philippines, ng Philippines, siguro ang name of Philippines today, kasi Lapu-Lapu. Lapu-Lapu, African. Anyway, that was colonialism. And colonialism and then sometime later, when there was the First World War, Second World War, Second World War, the Germans, the Italians, the Japanese, they united in attacking the world. Of course, after 5 years, God saw to it that they will conquer. And that leads us now to the modern history where we have now after the Second World War. So the third thought here is the democratic and communism that came to democracy. So we have the League of Nations, 1948 United Nations, MONA until now. And then there was a time with the fall of communism of Russia. Remember that this was 1995, the fall of 54, 55, no, I began the fall of Russia. And very popular fall of the Berlin Wall. And people broke, the wall that separated, and Germany became united again. That was the fall of communism. Today, communism is no longer popular. It's only a part of it now. And then, after that, in our time, since 1989, after this time, we have built up before even more. It started after the war, World War II, but now we have missions, all nations, church planting, and then sending missionaries, reaching last pockets of areas for mission. Today, there are no major areas for missions anymore. What are left now are last pockets. Gamay-gamay ng mga areas. So we need missionaries. So even among Muslim countries, things like that. And today, it is very big that we are living in last September, I think, around October. Grabe ang pagladyo sa mga Arab people from Syria and other countries. And so they are now going to other parts of Europe, Turkey, and also many parts in other parts of Europe. They are riding in small boats, they are renting boats, and then hoping to go to England, France, and Germany.
see the television every day, mga stories nila, no? Kaluoy nila, iba na patay. And they have children na patay. And then, iba, mga families nila, mga babae, patay, sila lang ang mga natin pag-uwi. These are great movements that God is doing today for Asian and Asian of the whole world. And maybe the conclusion is that in the whole world. But it's amazing, it's happening today. 2015, what will be happening in 2 more years? So I guess we are now in the last 2 years of God has his own way, own uh, way of doing things that isn't just like what happened to some of us. Isn't even so this is exactly what we really want to go. Matthew 28, very famous verse. I know we have to memorize it, but maybe it's here in the James again. Jesus came and spoke to them, saying, all authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, of the Son, and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all things that I commanded you. And lo, I am with you for even to the end of the world. That complements the verse that you read before I started in that Acts 20. So these verses now are part of our lives, and I believe these verses now are being accomplished, right? We are being fulfilled right now. That's why we only have perhaps the last 2 months or last 2 years before the end of the year. And because of what God is doing in different pockets of population where the gospel is being preached very, very fast today. So let's people praying, healing, keep on helping. All ministry here this month, commission month, this month, reach out to other things here. Again, they are pockets, small pockets of population, even doing good at the thousand people. So, like I always said before, when I speak about people, we want to reach the last man. We want to plant the last fruits. Well, if you are a young man, young woman, you want to reach the last young people, the last college student, the last elementary student, or the last kindergarten student, or play school student, you want to reach the last person. And who knows, that last person you reach will be the last of the last. So we live in a very fascinating time. And the end of the church age is right in our hands. So what are we doing? There's nothing now, no time to delay now. But so just look at what we just studied right now. The hand of God in the world. Part of that empire right now is the modern empire where we live now. And the only way that the country today that's left is America. United States of America. I don't know, what the Lord is doing now in America and in the whole world. Is fulfilling. I don't know. The most dangerous man who would come out to rule the world in our time when he would come from America, when he would come to do whatever they do. But even we know right now the time is right for the coming of that very important man who will become the end of the world. So we have the privilege to do right now, and with the privilege to remind us of all the people. Shall we pray? Lord, thank you for the things that you have done. And it is our privilege and our excitement to be in this last year of this time at the end of the church. Help us to do our part member can upload the users.
So pastor, if you can see the dot history that episode, the method of having school page. And of course, us as believers have our own role in fulfilling that. At this point, it's been time for the choir to chapter.